Welcome back to the Pursuit of Accuracy. I'm Josh, and today we have a brand new CZ457 build. Now, you guys have left me a lot of comments talking about putting together a 457 that won't break the bank, but something that is still nice enough to be considered heirloom quality. So here you can see we have this beautiful Laminate GRS stock, and as far as Laminate stocks go, I don't use a ton of them. This is the best Laminate stock that I know of for a 457. It has all the same adjustments, your length of pull, your cheek riser, and these things are just fit and finish perfectly. They lock up super tight, they don't move, they don't wiggle, and they're made with really good hardware. So of course, in the accuracy department, we are looking at a Lilja 457 drop-in barrel. Now, to keep price down and to keep this simple, this is a bone stock 457 action. We have the bone stock bolt, the bolt handle, everything is just factory CZ. We didn't even go with our usual 419. We went straight to 11mm dovetail rings, and we are using this tracked 22 fire. And you guys know that I use a ton of high-end scopes because when I shoot 22s, they're for competition. I'm going to shoot them probably anywhere between 35 yards and 400 yards pretty regularly. But you guys have been telling me you want to see some budget options, and for 270 bucks, 1-inch tube, 40mm objective, adjustable parallax down to like 10 yards, this thing is pretty freaking hard to beat. So this is a 4 to 12 model. If you get the 3 to 9, I think they're right around 220. You get just what you need. You've got some cap turrets. You take those off. Very simple adjustment. Let me show you here. If you can see here on the turret, once you do zero them, all you have to do is lift up, move it back to zero, and drop it back in place, and you're done. So some really cool features on this scope. And like I said, the glass is amazingly good for 270 bucks. Obviously, you guys know that the Track Torque is one of my favorite scopes, and they sent me this to try out, and I'm really pleasantly surprised. And if you're looking for an optic to build kind of something like this, keep it under a certain budget and still have something very nice, then definitely this 22 fire is worth looking at. Enough talking about this. Lilja Ely ammunition, basically done. We have an ARA target out there. We're gonna shoot a couple groups just to see how this does, and we'll go from there. All right, so we're gonna load up some 10X, and then we're gonna shoot some Ely match, and we're gonna see kind of which one does better. This GRS stock is really, really comfortable. Give myself a little more length of pull there. All right, that should be target 11. Should be middle and far left. All right, nothing real exciting about that group. See if the second one tightens it up. All right. I'm looking through 12 power, so I'm not sure how nice that was, but from here it looks really good. And nothing here is holding me back. This is actually really easy to shoot. Typically I like a bipod front, bag rear, but this double bag kind of setup on this setup here, I mean, it's really easy to shoot. And this is a factory trigger. I haven't adjusted it, I haven't done anything to it, just as it came out of the box, and you know, put the stuff on it, and here we are. So before I talk too much about it, that could have just been a fluke. Let's shoot the second group. I mean, I don't know what to say. Oh, okay. So, well, I do know what to say. First of all, this barrel, likes my match ammo a lot. I mean, Ely and Lilja are just always an easy answer. I would say, if you're wanting to kind of go to a better trigger, the Timney trigger is going to make this shooting experience a lot better for you, your kid, the youth shooter, whatever you're doing with it. But this is not heavy either. Like, it's a nice gun. The stock is really easy. If you're gonna kind of woods walk around with it, adjust that length of pull in, and it's gonna be very easy to shoot this offhand. This is a freaking winning combination if you want an all-purpose, really, really nice rifle. Now, could you do this with a factory 457 or T1X or whatever? Yes, of course you could. But being able to, and I understand it's a couple extra bucks. These are not cheap. The Lilja barrel's not, a budget barrel, but, being able to kind of have that gun by the base, get something like this, maybe you like a different, stock, but for the money, this setup is a freaking killer gun. Okay, we can't stop at 2 groups. I put another 5 rounds in here. Let's see if we can shoot one more. Let's see if we get any point of impact shift. Let's see if it shoots another pretty decent group. The wind hadn't changed a whole lot. Still is about as variable as what it was. All right, let's see what it'll do. I think we had one out there, but still very respectable. So who knows what's going to become of this, but I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. It's the 22 fire scope, good to go. 457s, as always, good to go. GRS stock, this laminate, if you want a good laminate stock, I mean, it's actually hard to get the action into this because it's inletted so tight, and that's what you want. You don't want it to flop around in there and just have the action screws kind of holding it in place. Then you might as well bolt it to a 2x4. This fits in there very tightly. I've seen more than one of these. The inletting is always super nice. The hardware is super nice. If you're looking for something, all-purpose rifle, really look no further. This thing is about as good as it's gonna get for the price. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.